I'm Nick Byer, welcome to Pocket for Thursday the 11th of August. Today on the show, delayed decks and horror bears. Alright, here's what's been making headlines, and first up, the Gwent beta has been delayed. A closed beta for the standalone card game was supposed to arrive this September, but the team at CD Projekt Red have postponed its launch to October 25th. They released a statement saying, "We know we can make a first impression only once, and want to be sure everything is ready before we blast off." By blast off, I assume they mean release the game to the public and not blast the entire studio into space, although I feel like they've made enough money off Witcher sales to make that happen. The statement continues, "We realize that delays can be disappointing, and we apologize for making you wait. Reed, please don't send us death threats. I understand they're delaying it to make the game better, and that's good, but I am slightly disappointed because I was actually really excited about getting into that beta. One more month, Nikki. You can hold on." Moving on, and Telltale, the little teasers that they are, may have teased their next project. Short videos published to the studio's Facebook and Twitter pages promote a new messaging app being released by E-Corp, the evil corporation at the center of critically acclaimed TV show Mr. Robot. For those who don't know the show, it follows a hacker and the dude from Broken Arrow, which I recently rewatched, and shockingly, it is not the action masterpiece that 10-year-old Nick thought it was. As they try to take E-Corp down. At this point, there's no real indication of how involved Telltale are. This could be a small tie-in episode to promote the new series of the TV show, or maybe it's a full-fledged Telltale anthology. All I know is that if there's one buggy engine that can really capture those bugged-out eyes, it's Telltale's. But let me also say, I do not care for this. I'll tell you why. The show is in its second season. It's telling its own story. It's in the middle of telling its own story about Mr. Robot and his robot friends. Don't tell another story while they're still telling their first story. Let the series end and then make a spin-off. Don't spin off before you've finished the thing that you're spinning. Madness. Moving on now, and there's a new fan-made Pokemon game out today. Speaking of things that constantly get spun off and never end. Put a stop to Pokemon as well, Mr. Robot. Save us! Save us, Mr. Robot! Pokemon Uranium was developed by a small team over 9 years. It apes the gameplay and style of the official Pokemon games, to the point where it even features a tropical setting like the upcoming Sun and Moon games from the Pokemon Company. There are 150 new and unofficial Pokemon, which is an effort to dodge copyright infringement of classic characters like Pikachu. Though I imagine if they really gave a shit about infringing copyright, they wouldn't use the name Pokemon. There's a full story and 8 gyms, which the devs claim adds up to over 30 hours of gameplay, so if you're desperate to put monsters in small balls before the official title releases later this year, go ahead and download it for free, before it inevitably gets shut down tomorrow. And finally, one of the biggest Dota 2 forums has been hacked and accounts have been compromised. Pete, sound the alarm! Woo! Woo! According to leaked source, almost 2 million records, including passwords, usernames, and emails, have been stolen. If you've got an account, even if you haven't used it in a while, go and change your password. And then go change all your other passwords, because I'm 90% sure you're using the same password for everything. But this is just for dev.dota2.com. This is not your Steam account. Your Steam account has not been compromised. Your Steam account is safe, I assume. Though Valve probably wouldn't tell us if it wasn't anyway. And on that depressing note, here's Thing of the Day. No Man's Sky has been lauded for its beauty and wonder, but as Space Mannequin discovered, the game is also full of horrors. Alright, that is it for the news today, my Pocketeers! Now, if you liked my interview with Ben Brode from Hearthstone last week, then you are going to tolerate Rad's version of it. There will be a new episode up today on the Good Game Well Played channel. She talks to him about Hearthstone and esports. It is a good one, and you get to hear Ben's laugh again. And this afternoon on the Pocket YouTube channel, John, ladies and gentlemen, and I attempt to try out the new World of Warcraft Demon Hunter class, but spend most of the time bickering about key bindings like like an old married couple. Do you want to get married? Then marry a Pocketeer at the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. There are links to everything I just said in the description below. Today's Thing of the Day graphic was made by George K. If you've made a thing like Georgie, please send it in. Until we next assemble more Pocketeers, Nick, bye out. Mwah! I knew you and I was a mistake. Look at you. You don't even listen to me anymore. I could say anything right now. I'm leaving. Try and stop me. I'm doing it. I am walking out the door. I'm done. I'll find another editor.